I'm going with no script for this video, so I'm just going to say what I want to say without writing anything down. So here goes. What is going on, drawittoo crew? Ramny here with a brand new vlog video for you guys, and it is almost the end of 2018. And yeah, this year has been a lot of changes for this channel. If you guys didn't know, I moved from one country to another this year, and it has been pretty crazy. There's a lot of life changes happening, and behind the scenes, I mean. So a lot of it has sort of affected the channel a little bit. A lot of it kind of didn't. So yeah, for the most part, you guys, I do want to say thank you to all of you for all of your support through all of the changes. I know a lot of you guys have been around since I started this channel, and a lot of you guys just joined, and that is completely fine. I want to thank you all. Doesn't matter how long you guys have been supporting. Thank you for your support on Instagram. Thank you for your support on YouTube and on Facebook and the Google Plus community. So again, big thank you to all of you for all of the success this year. And speaking of successes, you guys, the big milestone that we hit this year was 100,000 subscribers. And as I am recording this video, we are very near to 125,000, which is a lot. I didn't expect to reach this soon. To be honest with you guys, running a YouTube channel is pretty difficult. And well, the thing is, as many of you guys know, in the middle of this year, I decided that I would go back to teaching because I miss teaching, because I'm a teacher. And so went back to teaching in a classroom. So this right here became my part-time job. And because of that, I've been kind of working on the channel a lot less and less. So whereas I used to be able to publish like 3 or 4 videos a week, including vlogs in my second channel, now it's just been like a struggle to do 2 tutorials a week because I am working another full-time job. And this is, to be honest with you guys, this right here is almost a full-time job. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to make content, edit the content, upload the content, type everything up, because I'm also putting my YouTube videos on my blog, and then I'm also posting on Instagram, I'm posting on Facebook, comments, all the comments that I get hundreds of comments from different places. I get Instagram comments, I get Instagram messages, Facebook comments, Facebook messages, I get emails, and then YouTube comments and everything. It's just, to be honest with you guys, a lot of times it's been overwhelming, but the majority of the comments and the messages that I get from you guys have been positive. So I want to, I just want to give you the reassurance that all of this that I do, even though it's a lot of hard work, even though it stresses me out sometimes, and even though I lose a lot of sleep sometimes, it's all worth it because of you guys. So I want to thank you once again for helping me reach my goal of 100,000, for helping this channel get this far. I never expected the channel, the community to grow as much as it did in 2018, because we are a pretty huge community. I remember back when I first started and I would type drawittoo on YouTube and my channel wouldn't even come up, it's at the bottom of that search. But now when I type drawittoo on YouTube, the YouTube search, it's just been my channel and all of the videos consecutively, and I've just been super proud to, make at least a bit of an impact on other people's lives. Anyway, having said all of that, you guys, here is a rundown of all of the drawings that I did this year. Now, mind you, at the beginning of the year, I didn't really I took a little bit of a break, so I didn't do any videos in the beginning of the year, and it's only when Black Panther came out, February, that I decided that I would go back to making YouTube videos, making content consistently. Because, I mean, we moved from the States, and then we traveled for quite a while. We traveled for a month, my daughter and I. She's right here, actually. Say hi. Yeah, yeah, she's right there. We were traveling for a month, and then we eventually settled here in Thailand. And that whole thing was very stressful. I didn't have a base. I didn't have a drawing table. I didn't have all of my supplies because they were all being transported from USA to Thailand, where I am now. And my background, my office, I had to start over from like my huge office in the States. You can check that out actually if you guys want a video of what my old office used to look like. Check that out. And in my next video, I want to make another one of these videos where I show you guys a room tour of my brand new office, which I'm finally kind of happy with what it's looking like. It's been quite the journey. This whole year was just like taking all the stuff from my old office, bringing it here, and then creating a brand new office. And I'm really proud of how it's turning out, you guys. So I want to show that in a different video. But again, like I said, this video right here is going to be a rundown of all of the drawings that we did this year. So without further ado, let's start from the beginning. Let's go to the desk and I'll show you guys my videos. All right, guys, so here is my stack of drawings that we did in 2013. Now, granted, it's not as much as 2017, mainly because I started doing this part-time this year. But, you know, it was a lot of fun. And I also started a month late because, again, I was traveling in January. So I started when Black Panther came out in theaters, and I drew Black Panther. I only was able to draw the head because I didn't have my computer with me at the time. So I wasn't able to edit a lot of, like, longer videos. So I have just the head of Black Panther and Killmonger. So there's that. And then Infinity War came. There were a lot of characters, so I started actually drawing Infinity War characters in April, March and April. So I started with Iron Spider, which is one of my most viewed videos here on the channel. And then I also did Thanos, which is also one of my most viewed videos on the channel. There are those, and then here we have Teenage Groot, Captain America, another popular video. I was actually really proud of this one because of the way that the face turned out. It actually looked a lot like Chris Evans, which I didn't expect it to, and I'm very proud of it, so there's that. Here we have Falcon. You guys have been requesting for a while, since Civil War, the movie Civil War came out. Or sorry, was that Winter Soldier? Anyway, here is Iron Man, which is also one of my most popular videos. Here is the Iron Man mark. I still don't know if it's 48, 49, or 50. One of those right there. All right, and then Vision. So here he is. I will be doing a Scarlet Witch, so don't worry. And I'll also be doing Hawkeye and all the other ones that we missed from Infinity War. There's just way too many. And here's the Scarlet Witch. Sorry, Scarlett Johansson, not Scarlet Witch. Scarlett Johansson playing Black Widow. My bad, you guys. So there's that. And then here's the Hulk, which the problem with drawing all of these before the movie comes out is you don't know how the movie ends up. So in the movie, the Hulk barely even shows up, so which was misleading. The trailers were actually pretty misleading. So he didn't play a huge part in Infinity War, but in the trailers it looked like he did. So I drew him, and that's the problem with relying on trailers, you guys. That's the problem with making videos before the movie comes out, is that you don't know which characters to focus on, and that's one of the things that I have here. Anyway, here is Thanos. This is actually one that you guys have asked for request for, because I did a previous Thanos tutorial, and then I did this one as a speed drawing to review the movie, and then you guys really like this one. Yeah, I actually like this one better than the previous one. So I might go back and I might do this for you guys as a tutorial. So we'll see how that goes this year when Avengers Endgame comes out. Okay, after Infinity War actually was Deadpool. Deadpool came out immediately after that movie. So I started by drawing Cable, which is funny because these two characters are played by the same guy. Cable, and of course Colossus right there. You guys have been asking. You guys were asking for a Colossus tutorial since the first Deadpool, so I was happy to oblige. Really happy with the way that Cable was portrayed in the movie. I thought it was awesome. Domino, fairly new character in the movies. I like the portrayal of Domino in the movie. And then here's a really funny one. It was more for me than anything. No one really requested a tutorial on Peter. I just did it because, again, the trailer just made him out to be like this really cool guy, and and so I decided to draw him. And then you watch the movie, wasn't really a factor in the movie. So again, you guys, trailers. And here is the big issue with the trailers and doing things before the movie comes out. Thor, when he got this costume, already had an eye, but the posters and like the toys that came out showed Thor with an eye patch, and that's why I drew Thor with an eye patch, because I didn't want to ruin or spoil the movie for those who haven't seen Infinity War but wanted to draw Thor. That was the problem. That was the reason why I drew an eye patch. A lot of people, however, didn't get that, didn't understand that in the comment section. So in the comment section of my Thor video, there's just tons of people saying, Thor has an eye, Thor has an eye. I know that. I just don't want to spoil it because it's supposed to be like a secret until you watch it, right? So that's the reason why Thor has an eye patch in this, because I didn't want to spoil it for everybody. So there's that. And then, of course, I missed the God of War movie came out, sorry, not movie, the video game came out at the same time as these huge blockbusters were coming out, so I missed out on a drawing tutorial on Kratos, so I caught up. I did Kratos, and then I did a review of Deadpool 2, and this was the speed inking that I did. This isn't an original drawing by me, this is actually a drawing that was done by, I don't remember who the artist was, but yeah, this was one of his drawings. I had it in pencil for a while and I decided to like finally ink it. So pretty happy with the way that it came out. And no, I am not going to do a drawing tutorial on this because can you imagine? Like, there's so much detail in this drawing that to draw this, to ink this alone took me like 3 hours. So to do a tutorial on it, that would take all day. So no bueno. All right, and then of course Solo, a Star Wars movie came out, and because that movie came out, I did Chewie, I did Han Solo. This was based off of Harrison Ford's look, not the new guy, which I don't even remember the name of. So this is Harrison Ford, Han Solo, and then here's old Han Solo, which came out in The Force Awakens. This is my more realistic drawing style. I don't usually draw in this style just because I'm more of a cartoony style, more so than realistic. So you will probably hardly see me draw realistic style like this because it's just not my cup of tea, you know? Not a character, but yeah, the Millennium Falcon. Pretty awesome. You guys were, it was a long tutorial, but you guys were so happy with the result of it when you guys made it yourselves. So I was very proud of you guys for that. And then of course, Deadpool. Here is Deadpool from Deadpool 2 in his superhero landing pose, which is kind of funny. So there's that. One of my most viewed videos is also this one, so pretty happy with the way this turned out. And then let's not forget, you guys, that sports was happening also, and I tried my best to do sports. I just wasn't able to, but the NHL playoffs happened. The finals was against the Vegas Golden Knights and Washington Capitals. So the Capitals won, by the way. So yes, I do want to do more logo tutorials, to be honest. I did those too. Okay, Black Lightning was out on TV, so I did Black Lightning as well. And then here we have the Jerome and Jeremiah. So those are cool from the show Gotham, of course. And then The Incredibles 2, the sequel came out. So here's Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, or Mrs. Incredible. She goes by both names. Violet Parr, Dash Parr, Jack Parr, and Frozone. So I did all of that because the movie came out, and I really like the way these turned out. This is like I said, this is more like my style of drawing. Oh, anyway. After Incredibles 2, the Jurassic World 2 came out. Jurassic Park 5? Jurassic World 2? Yeah, so we have Blue, and then we have the, what was it? The Indoraptor? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Indoraptor right here. And then the T-Rex. This one turned out pretty good. Wish it was a little bit fatter, but that's my bad. But it turned out really good, and you guys were super happy with the way these turned out. And many of you guys were asking for an Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex wasn't really in the movie, so I didn't do Indominus Rex. But maybe if there's enough demand. Speaking of enough demands, you guys demanded the Hulkbuster a lot, so I decided, you know what, let's do the Hulkbuster. So this is Hulkbuster version 2, or Hulkbuster Mark 2, or Iron Man Mark 49, something like that. So there's that. And then after the Hulkbuster, or after all of that. Of course, the movie Ant-Man came out, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So here's the Wasp. Pretty detailed. I really like the way this turned out, although I feel like the mask is missing a little bit of something. Here is Ant-Man. And yes, you guys are right, the antennas should be there. However, at this angle, you don't really see the antennas. But maybe I should have put like 2 little nubs right there just to make it so that there is antennas. But, you know, what can you do? More like in a giant man pose, because I kind of drew him from looking up at him. So more giant man than Ant-Man, really. And then here's Ghost. Okay, and then in my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp, I did a speed coloring of Ant-Man and the Wasp. So here it is right here. Really happy with the way this turned out. This took me like 3 hours to do, you guys, or maybe 2.5 or so. But it's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of these coloring things, coloring tutorials or anything like that, is because, like I said, I work full-time. And I only have a limited amount of time where I can make videos, so I'd rather make these kind of videos, drawing tutorials, than spend like an entire week making a coloring video. So, you know, I'd rather have 2 tutorial videos because it takes about that long to make one of these. Okay, and then around this time is when I decided to do these action poses, and many of you guys really enjoyed it. And also around this time is when I decided, you know what, let's do Fortnite as well, because so many of you requested Fortnite. So yeah, I taught you guys how to do action poses, which you can download and make into whatever character you guys want, such as these Fortnite characters, Raven, Reaper, which you guys, many people are mistakenly calling John Wick. It is based off of John Wick, but of course, due to licensing, you can't use the name John Wick, so it's Reaper. Tomato Head. They all have the same pose. Black Knight here. Okay, and then I also showed that, you know, with that action pose, it's not all Fortnite. You can also use it to make other characters like Undertaker, for example. And also around this time, Juventus was in the news because Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Juventus. So I did the Juventus logo, another action pose right here, and then turned into Fortnite drawing. So here, geez, I don't remember their names. Drift, Ragnarok right here. Man, this one took forever. Drift took a while too, and I thought, you know, it's not going to get any more complicated than this, but it did. It did. Ragnarok was my most complicated drawing. Skull Trooper. Omega? Is it Carbide? Omega. It's Omega. And then, to prove that, you know, I'm not one-sided, I also did the PUBG character, because a lot of you guys were like, oh, what about PUBG? You keep drawing Fortnite. Well, here you go, PUBG. But the thing is, PUBG doesn't have any real characters. It's all customizable. So there's not like a character with a name like Skull Trooper, for example. So PUBG, we just call him PUBG character. And yeah, it's hard to draw any other ones because it's all custom, right? All right, here we go. And here's another one, Finn Balor, right here in one of those action poses. And then the female action pose right here. Cuddle Team Leader. Shoot, I don't remember this girl's name. What was it? Yeah, this one, Dark Voyager, I think that's it. Red Knight. There's so many characters in Fortnite, you guys, like, it's crazy. Shark, Chomp Senior, there you go. My apologies to all of you guys, Fortnite fans. Here's Wolverine in that same action pose. This is, of course, the Hugh Jackman version of Wolverine. And I mean, they don't wear X-Men uniforms or they don't wear like comic book uniforms. So it's all really just normal attire. And here we have like a superhero, the classic superhero pose. And I wanted to draw Shazam. So I drew Shazam based off of that. So here's comic book Shazam. I will be doing a movie Shazam when the movie Shazam comes out. And then so many of you guys wanted a Red Skull, but I couldn't. Here's the other thing. I couldn't do a Red Skull tutorial because of spoilers. Obviously, some people who watch my tutorials have not seen Infinity War yet, so if I were to draw Red Skull like as soon as the movie came out, like that would just annoy everybody, what you think? So I waited a couple months to finally draw Red Skull. So here he is, because in a movie you don't know that he's in a movie, so it was a nice surprise, and I want people to still be surprised. Okay, here's Rex, and then here is a running pose, which I turned into Quicksilver, as a lot of you guys have been asking. And I will do X-Men Quicksilver when the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie comes out, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Many of you guys really want that Quicksilver version instead of this one, and I do prefer that version than the one in the MCU. Okay, and then another spoilery character. In the movie, you don't find out that Juggernaut appears in Deadpool 2. So I waited a couple of months until I did a Juggernaut drawing tutorial so that people would not be spoiled. And then Slender Man, because the movie came out. And again, like I said, this is my version of Slender Man. There's different variations of like the look and stuff, but people seem to be really caught up with, you know, the Slender Man that they see in the movie. And I specifically said this is not the Slender Man from the movie Slender Man. Okay, here's Supergirl, which is replacing the old Supergirl tutorial that it's still on my channel, but I don't promote it or anything. All right, and then Spider-Man for the PS4 came out and super popular, really good. I don't have a PS4, so I haven't played it, but I do watch other people play it. That's what Let's Play is all about, right? So here's Spider-Man from the PS4 game, Spider-Punk, Spider-Man Noir, Velocity Suit, Scarlet Spider, and then that's it, you guys. And then Predator came out. I wanted to do more Predator drawings, but I just didn't have the time, and I did want to draw other things as well. So I wanted to draw Predator and like Predator with a mask, and I wasn't able to do that. Okay, here's another female pose, which I turned into Lara Croft Tomb Raider. So there she is. Okay, and then here is, I don't remember his name. Oh, geez. If you guys do remember his name, just kindly remind me in the comment section. Geez, Durburger. But that's not his name. Anyway, there's that. I'll probably remember at the end. Like this guy as well, I kind of already forgot his name. Fortnite, you guys. Here is the black suit Spider-Man, and this was in anticipation for the Venom tutorial. Not tutorial, the Venom movie. And you guys probably noticed a little bit of a pattern, but I do tutorials based on things that are coming out. So chances are I will not go back to a super old movie to do a tutorial on like a character from then. I like to focus on the current stuff. So yeah, Venom. Yeah, one of my most popular tutorials is this one right here, Venom Transforming. And also this one. I love the way that this turned out, and you guys were just so responsive to this video. I just love it so much. Okay, here's Carnage, even though he didn't show up in the movie, I did him anyway. And then Halloween. Halloween, I like to draw horror characters, so here's Valak the Nun. This is Annabelle. Night. Jeez, I don't remember the characters' names anymore. I should like really write them down somewhere. But yeah, I think it's Night, and then Jeff the Killer, the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and then the Jigsaw Killer and Billy the Puppet right there. And then we have the killer from Scream, Ghostface, that's his name. And then Samara from the Ring, or Sadako from the Ring Japanese version. And then It, because It was one of my most popular tutorials from 2017. So I decided, you know what, it's Halloween, let's do It the Clown once again, but let's do him in like a more monstrous version. So there's It right there. And then you guys kept on asking for a tutorial on Riot. So here he was, Riot. Really happy with the way this turned out. I like the details. And then Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption. Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And then here is another Fortnite character from Season 6. It's Dyer, that's his name. Alright, we're nearing the end, you guys. Mario, because Super Smash Brothers Infinite. And Luigi. I was going to do other characters, like even simple ones like Kirby. I wanted to do Sonic and all that, but just didn't have the time. Because this movie. Yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So, more Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, and Spider-Gwen, Penny Parker. And I did say I wanted to do 2 more. I wanted to draw Spider-Man from the movie, this movie, and I wanted to draw the SPDR robot suit. But yeah, it just hasn't happened yet. We'll see if we'll get to that. I kind of would like to. And then finally, you guys, most recent ones, here's Aquaman. And here is Black Manta. And that is the end of all the drawings that I did for 2018. Long list. It's a lot of them. Super happy with a lot of them, and I hope you guys are as well. And that is all that I have for you guys. This has been quite a long video. I didn't mean for that. And my daughter wants to appear in the video because she is obviously not in school. So she's here with me in the daytime. So say hi. Say hi. Hi. There she is. But you guys, thank you once again for this journey. You guys have been wonderful. Looking forward to 2019. There's a lot that I have planned for the channel, and I'll let you guys know what that is in a separate video. But once again, thank you so much for sticking with me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, and also Happy New Year.
I wrote a picture of Happy New Year.
Oh, you did. Let's show them.
My writing.
That's her writing. Happy New Year.